Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So this is your love reading. This is your singles and couples love reading. We always start with the couples and then we go to singles. So for your reading, we're using the Witch's Tarot and by Ellen Dugan, and we are using for your advice card the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so what we're going to start off doing is we're just going to have a look at what advice the universe has for you couples. We're going to start with couples first, okay? So, Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for couples for the month of July 2018? So, those Pisces people who are actually in couples, what is the advice that you have for them for the month of July 2018? Show me. Playfulness. So, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. It's nice. I think if the relationships have become a little bit boring or a little bit staid, Pisces, those of you who are actually in relationships, you need to inject a little bit of fun. And that fun can be anything. Fun in the bedroom, fun in, you know, going out, going theatre, going for days out, you know, to places that you like, maybe taking a bit of a weekend break. I know it's mundane, but it's true. I think that if you, in your partnership, it's become really boring and you're kind of doing things same old, going to work, coming back, having dinner, going to sleep, get up, go work, do gardening on the weekend, and things don't seem to be very lively or very interesting or, you know, very joyful. You need to inject it because it's all about the hard work that you put in. So that's the advice for the month. We're going to have a look at now. We're going to have a look at your reading now, okay? There's no reversals in this reading, so let's have a look. So for Pisces couples, what is the messages, the situation coming in? So for those Pisces people who are actually in couples, what is the advice that you have? Or the situation? What's the situation and the messages that you have for Pisces people who are in couples for the month of July 2018? Show me. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm going to split the deck into three. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to collect that back up like so. Okay, and let's have a look. So I need to turn it around this way so you get to see what I shuffled. So this is your present situation. This is what challenge or is influencing that situation. This is the root cause for everything. This is the recent past, and this is the most likely outcome. This is what should be taking place maybe a couple of weeks into July. This is the external factors of your relationship. This is the influences that are coming in. Hopes or fears, and let's just pull this down a bit so you can see everything. And this is the overall outcome for the month. Let's have a look at what's going on here. So let me just pull that up a little bit so that we can, there we go, so that we've got, oh, everything looks a bit wonky on the screen. I hate the way that layout looks in a way, but never mind. All right, so let's have a look. What's the external factors for your relationship? You might be having some arguments, actually. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is all about arguments, home truths, being honest. So, you know, when you get this card, it does literally show somebody who's striking down with words, all right? So I think that the external factors is showing maybe some, you know, it's a Page of Swords. It's not a Knight of Swords is like really abusive when you get that card. So it's a page. There might be some petty arguments here. Though it can still be, I mean, I argued with a guy once a couple of years back, and before I had an argument, it wasn't anyone I was involved with, but before I had an argument, I did a reading on myself and that came up. And when it was about his dog. He had this massive dog that would run up to you and jump up you and everything. And I told him to put it on a lead, and he was really arguing. I was arguing. He's telling me to fuck off and all the rest of it. And that's your Page of Swords. It tells you to fuck off. So I think there's possibly some form of argument here. Now the root cause for everything happening is because of the High Priest. So the High Priest is all about your commitment, your vows, especially if you're married, or especially if, but it might also be something to do with the regulations or the rules of the relationship, because this is all about following a traditional path in a relationship. So it might be that there's something about having to follow a traditional route, a traditional path within this relationship. Now, in the recent past, you guys will have experienced, well, the Five of Coins. So I think that there has been some lack within this relationship. I think that Pisces, one of you has probably been feeling very shut out with that Five of Coins energy. And what's challenging you this month is the Eight of Cups. I think the challenge is walking away completely from the relationship, or at least taking a bit of a break with that Eight of Cups energy. And as a result of that, the energy around you guys in the month of in the month of July 2018 is about the Hermit, okay? So I think that, you know, the energy with the Hermit, I read this card as somebody who's seeking. However, the light is shining into their Eight of Cups. So some of you guys are literally kind of like looking into, I think, possibly just distancing yourself from the relationship a little bit here with this Eight of Cups energy showing here. The most likely outcome for this relationship in the month of July 2018 is death, okay? Death can be an ending, yeah, I won't lie, it is. When you get the death card, it can literally be, it's over. It's finished. And sometimes the death is just a transformation, a big change. So we've got to see what that death is about. If you get it with something like the Ten of Swords or the Tower, then it's probably definitely over, for example. Because we've got to see whether this is actually a death or whether it's just a simple transformation, kind of a reorganisation of the relationship. The first 2 weeks of July 2018, some of you guys should experience, I'm funny, the Ace of Wands showed up, I don't know whether I mentioned that. The Ace of Wands is all about a new beginning. So there's excitement here, there is the potential for a new beginning. Things seem to be getting better, they seem to be healing and recovering with the Ace of Wands. If you look at these cards here, look at this. Recent past, feeling shut out, feeling abandoned, lack within the relationship, possibly some coldness going on there. Your challenge is, do I walk away or don't I? And the energy for the month is looking into walking away, because the Hermit is actually shining its light on the Eight of Cups. But we see things starting afresh here. There's starting afresh, I think, coming in. So these ideas are actually abandoned here, I think. Influences coming in around that Ace of Wands will be the Knight of Pentacles. So this is about building slowly for the future. So still working towards those goals, still working towards those plans, and building things slowly for the future concerning this relationship, Pisces. Hopes or fears? Well, the hopes are really just to start forming some new plans, because the Ace of Swords is about forming of an action plan. So the hopes are to start, you know, building some new ideas, talking about new ideas, and starting working towards those new ideas with the Ace of Swords showing there. What's the overall outcome? The Moon. So I think the Moon is uncertainty within this relationship, okay, because you can see that this person's got a lamp. Well, it's a piece of fire, and she doesn't really know where she's going. She's walking through the fog. I think that there is still some uncertainty here by the end of July 2018 concerning this relationship, okay? Which is why the advice is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. You know, really this is about taking things back, stripping them back, and just having some fun. Trying not to take too much stuff too seriously. There's obviously, I think, some arguments going on here, and the root cause is about your commitment. How committed maybe is someone to this relationship? There's been some coldness in the recent past. Challenges, do I walk away from this? Because for the month you'll be looking into whether you should just walk away from the relationship, and it could be that there is an ending. Based on so far, this energy, this and this, the most likely outcome could be that the relationship is over for some of you guys in relationships. However, you do have that Ace of Wands recovery in the first 2 weeks, I think, of July, in which both of you have promised, probably, I think, to work towards building this relationship stronger, working towards your goal, discussing ideas, forming new action plans based on those ideas, other hopes. The outcome, though, shows uncertainty. We're going to see what's going on here, okay? What's this Page of Swords about in the external factors? What's this argument about in the external factors with the Page of Swords? Nine of Coins. So it's all about the Nine of Coins. I think there's an argument here. This could be something to do with the finances. It might be there's an argument over how much somebody is spending on looking good, for example, because the Nine of Coins is all about personal value, you see. You can see the woman's in a lovely dress. She's got lots of money around her. She's very independent. The argument could be over somebody who seems to be isolating themselves as well in the relationship. Nine of Coins, one of the cards we can use, a word we can use with a Nine of Coins card, Pisces, is somebody who isolates themselves. They only really, you know, enjoy their own company and that. So there might be some arguments over maybe one of you who seems to be isolating yourself in this relationship with the Nine of Coins energy showing here. The reason that everything is happening is this High Priest. And what's this Hierophant energy about? What's this Hierophant energy, oopsie daisy, about? Too many cards there. What's this Hierophant energy about in 1 to 2 cards? Well, the burdens. So the situation is, the reason that everything is happening is because I think that somebody feels very burdened within this commitment. Within this commitment and doing everything in a standard, when you get Hierophants, they're doing things in a traditional way. So they're adhering to a law, or they're adhering to a rule or a regulation. And I think that somebody who's having to adhere to the status quo of this relationship, I think that this person's feeling very, very pressured by that idea, which is why there's probably arguments over this person who seems to be doing a lot of things on their own with that Nine of Coins, and they seem to be isolating themselves from the duty of the relationship. Probably because the root issue is that this commitment is causing, or having to adhere to the regularities and the traditions of a commitment, are causing a whole heap of pressure, a whole heap of problems and burdens with the Ten of Wands. Now, in the recent past, you guys would have experienced the Five of Coins. And what's this Five of Coins about? What's this Five of Coins about, please? The World. Okay, so some of you guys, I think that this Five of Coins, you're experiencing, I think, feeling shut out, and it's about the world. So maybe the partner is away, maybe the partner is a distant place, because the world can be a very vast place, and it can actually indicate when you're out in the world, when you're doing something out there. You're not at home, for example. So it might be that you experience some feeling shut out, and that feeling shut out is about the world, for example. So it might be that the partner is away, or one of you is, you know, it might be that this is a long distance relationship, that type of thing. Now, as a result of that, you guys have, with this Eight of Cups, your challenge has been the Eight of Cups. And what's this Eight of Cups about? What's this Eight of Cups about? Well, there you go, separation. So your challenge is walking away, and it's all about separating yourself from the relationship with the Three of Swords energy. And as a result of that, the energy for the month will be the Hermit. And what's this Hermit about? What's this Hermit about? The Eight of Wands. So I think that some of you guys, the energy is going to be about seeking a new path, and this is all about travel, or moving. So some of you guys probably are looking to move away from a relationship, because the Eight of Wands is all about movement, moving, travel, that type of thing. I don't think it's about seeking progress here. I don't think it is, because what's influencing this energy here, I mean, some of you guys might be seeking progress, but I don't think you are, because your lamp is turned to, I mean, this card can be progress, the Eight of Cups, but it's clarified by a Three of Swords, so I don't think it's that. I think that this is, what's influencing you is walking away, and we're asking, well, what's this about, the Eight of Cups? Well, the Eight of Cups is about the Three of Swords, separation, so this is about separation here. And this is influencing why the month for you guys is seeking a new path with that Hermit energy. What are you seeking? Well, it's clarified by the Eight of Wands. You might be seeking changes for it. Well, you could be. Eight of Wands is change, movement. Some of you guys, it might be that you're seeking travel, or you're seeking a move, or you're seeking some form of change. But the most likely outcome is death. And what's the Death card about? What's the Death card about? Well, a death to worry, the ending of worries. The most likely outcome will be an ending of worries, but it will be if you do this. There'll be an ending of worries, because the Nine of Swords, you want an ending. What do you want an ending to? It's the worrying. It's the worrying about the Six of Pentacles. So some of you guys, most likely outcome is you'll have an ending. And what is that ending about? An ending to you guys worrying about the balance, the shared. How can I explain the Six of Coins? Six of Coins, when that comes up in a love reading, it's all about two people who are sharing the responsibilities in a relationship. So you guys, there's an ending. More than likely, if you end this, if you seek a new path, or if you seek changes, there will be an ending to you guys worrying about this shared responsibility that you both need to have in this relationship. Because one of you, I think, is isolating themselves from their duties and their responsibilities. That's what the arguments are about. Somebody's probably spending a lot of time on their own, isolating themselves from the relationship, because they're pressured by, you know, being in a marriage, or being in a long-term relationship, or having to do their duty in a relationship here. Okay, coming in though, you've got this Ace of Wands, which is really nice. So what's this Ace of Wands about? New beginnings. What's this Ace of Wands about? What's this Ace of Wands about? Three of Coins. So this is about improvements. Three of Coins is about building and improving, making plans. So you're going to experience a new beginning, and that new beginning is about you and this partner starting to make plans for the future with the Three of Coins. Possibly doing a lot more socialising together. Three of Coins can also be a very social card. Maybe you're looking into taking a holiday, because this person seems to be studying something here. So I think that you're starting to do something. It's a collaborative effort though. There's a new beginning, and this is all about you guys collaborating and improving on your relationship, but it takes hard work and effort through the Three of Coins. Influences coming in will be the Knight of Coins. And what's this Knight of Coins about? What's this Knight of Coins about, please? It's about a Queen of Wands. Okay, so what are you, Pisces? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. What's she doing there? This person, I think this person's moving slowly. Can I read this? I don't know whether to read her as a person or an energy. She's just come out of nowhere. And it's not you. Because you're Pisces. This is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If it's not, it's definitely not you. It can't be as a person. What is this? What's this Queen of Wands about? What's this Queen of Wands about? King of Swords. She's about the King of Swords. This is ideas. Attracting, moving slowly. So coming in, influence is coming in, working towards a goal. So building the relationship for the future. It's all about the Queen of Wands, which is about the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is, I don't know whether to read her as a woman or not. I don't really want to read her as a woman, but though she could be, if she's read as a woman, there's something going on there. Because I don't know why she would be showing up. Moving slowly. It's about the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is adventurous, motivated, excited. I think that this is about you guys being very motivated by the ideas that you're going to be implicating. What's not implicating? That you're going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to read this as a person. I don't want to read it as a person. I think it would be weird to read her as a person. I don't know what she's doing there. Not unless I change the keyword on this card here. Which means to move slowly. If this person, if you find coming in, your partner is moving slowly, or be because they're probably involved with the Queen of Wands. There could be somebody else. This is the partner, the King of Swords. I'll read it two ways. I'll read it two ways. Sorry guys, I've just received a really important family message. I just need to, I know it's not professional, but it's important to send it. Sorry about this, guys. It's just that I've got a family member that's not very well, and I need to just let them know that I'm on readings. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I do apologise. It's just that they had to be sent a message just to know, so they know that I'm not ignoring them and that I'm actually doing work for YouTube at the minute. There's two ways I'm looking at this. See, you're making a fresh start with the partner here, and it's to do with the work that you're putting in, collaborating together, Three of Coins. However, influence is coming in. This person might be walking. I think with the Knight of Coins, if this person, your partner, starts working towards this, working towards these new plans real slow, really slowly, I think what will happen is this will be about they're looking at somebody else. This will be the partner probably. This could be the partner, or this is going to be the partner, but they're looking at somebody else here, I think. If this is the partner, it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If this is the female partner, it could be a fire sign. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay? So it might be that there's something going on with someone else. Maybe in the workplace, for example. Maybe in the workplace. If these aren't people, then I feel that this is about you guys building for the future, slowly but surely. All about motivation, excitement with this Queen of Wands energy, to start putting out ideas. The ideas that you have, King of Swords will always act on these ideas. So with the Queen of Wands, this would be about using your motivation and your excitement and your enthusiasm, your abilities as well with this Queen of Wands to start enacting those ideas that you have put into place with the Three of Swords. Hopes or fears? The Ace of Swords. What's this Ace of Swords about? What's this Ace of Swords about? I think the fear is with this Ace of Swords is finding out the truth. And the truth is about a revelation with the Tower energy. Okay. What's this revelation about with the Tower? What's this revelation about with the Tower? Judgment. I think that the fear is with this Tower, with the Ace of Swords, is some form of clarity. But no, I don't think it's that. I think it's a hope. I think the hope is to start forming an action plan here. And that action plan is to end the patterns that you guys have developed within this relationship, bringing with it, with the Karma card, rebirth, reawakening and newness, new beginnings with this Karma. So it's to end a pattern with the Judgment energy, bringing with it, with the Karma energy, which is Judgment, basically new beginnings. Okay, so this is all about breaking free of patterns, I think, in this energy here. That would be the hope. The outcome is the Moon. What's the Moon about in 2 cards for Pisces who are in couples? What's the Moon about in 2 cards? 4 of Cups. This is disinterest in cooperating. Somebody's not interested in cooperating. The outcome is going to show concern because one of you, and I think it's the partner, Pisces, will not be interested, 4 of Cups, in cooperating Temperance. Temperance is to cooperate. This is weird because the angel card that came out was to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. You can do that, and I think it will for some of you guys work. But for some of you guys, I get the impression, and remember, I'm using all uprights. I don't choose the cards. The cards come out how they come out. It's as simple as that. You can inject, you know, your playfulness in this relationship, and I think for some of you it's going to work. But I actually do get the impression that for some of you this thing is a little bit more deeper. We're going to go through the reading again. If you're in a couple, I think there are arguments over somebody who's been isolating themselves. Could be arguments over another woman as well. 9 of Pentacles, if it's another woman with that 9 of Pentacles energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, individual potentially. But I don't think it's that. I think somebody's been trying to isolate themselves. Isolation in the tarot can show as 9 of Coins, 4 of Coins. 4 of Swords, for example, can show somebody who's isolating themselves. So there could be arguments over somebody who's been isolating themselves a little bit here. And I think the reason that everything is happening is that within this commitment, this person might be isolating themselves because, or if this is another person, it could possibly be an affair, especially with these energies here. Within this commitment, there's been a great deal of pressure. And I think that in the recent past, some of you guys have been feeling shut out. I think that the partner is away with this world energy. And what's influencing you in the month of June to July 2018 is some of you guys will be probably thinking about walking away. And it's all to do with, you know, severance. Separating in this relationship, but also walking away from the 3 of Swords, from a difficult, painful situation with the partner. Now, if there's a third person walking away from, you know, a third party situation, as a result of that, the focus for some of you guys with this Hermit card will be for the month of July, possibly travelling away, moving away with the 8 of Wands energy. But the most likely outcome will be an ending, and the ending will be towards about you worrying, either worrying if it's a third party situation about your partner playing the field with that 6 of Coins. 6 of Coins can show somebody who's playing the field with one person and another person giving to 2, or worrying about this first person sharing the responsibility in this relationship, since they seem to be isolating themselves here. Coming in, though, I am seeing a new beginning for you and your partner coming in, for you coupled up Pisces people. This involves working on new plans together with the 3 of Coins. However, it's either going to be that the partner coming in is going to be very slow to move. This could involve them looking at another individual. We've got this Queen of Swords. It involves 2 people. One of them is your partner and the other one is another person. Could be the partner is an air sign or the partner is a fire sign, and then vice versa for whoever the other person is. Or it could be working slowly towards What are you working slowly towards or building up on? Well, it's the motivation, it's the passion, and it's the interest to start putting these new ideas out there with the King of Swords energy. The hope would be Ace of Swords, start forming a new action plan. The action plan is to break the patterns from the past and move into newness in the future. The Karma card of Judgment, or this is a move. Both cards, so it could be with the Tower card is to move home, for example, start a new life somewhere else with the Karma energy. Big life changes, Karma. And the outcome, though, is uncertainty, because it's almost like one of you, this Four of Cups, is not interested with the Temperance energy in cooperating on these plans. Interesting reading for you couples. It's saying playfulness is the key. See how it goes. The reading for me was saying something different, man. Also, if couples, that last card, the Moon, somebody's probably also keeping a secret from you. The secret is that they're not interested in cooperating with you, that Four of Cups and the Temperance energy. Alright, it's not just about uncertainty. I forgot to mention Moon is secrecy. Somebody's keeping a secret. They're not really interested in, you know, cooperating with you. So just be aware of that. This is for singles now, single Pisces people. We're using, again, which is tarot for your main reading. The romance angels for your advice. Okay, so with that being said, let's make a start here. What's the advice you've got for single Pisces for the month of July 2018? What is the advice that you have for single Pisces people for the month of July 2018? Oh dear, hang on, let's pick this up. What is the advice, universe, that you've got for single Pisces people for the month of July 2018? Show me. Stay optimistic about your love life is the advice that you've got here, okay? So, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Some of you guys might think I'll never find the one. But it's saying stay optimistic about your love life, because positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Alright? You've seen it, heard it from the horse's mouth, basically. Yeah, got to stay positive, guys, Pisces people, because some of you guys probably aren't feeling that positive right now regarding your love life, you know? Let's have a look at what's going on with you guys, you single Pisces people. Universe Spirit, what is the messages you have for single Pisces people in the month of July 2018? What is the advice that you have for single Pisces people in the month of July 2018? Show me. And I'm sorry about the blurriness on the screen. Usually when I'm shuffling, it's almost like the camera is ultra sensitive and picks up on blurriness. So let's separate the deck into three. Now you see the red top. This is an upright card, okay? So we've got to turn it around this way so you get to see what I shuffled. So this is the present situation for July. This is the situation in July. This is what's influencing it. This is what's at the roots of everything. This is the recent past. Let's move everything over here like so. Let's move this a little bit here as well. Okay, there we go. This is the most likely outcome showing here. Immediate future, so this should be somewhere around the 2-week mark in July. This is who you guys are and how you're feeling about yourselves at the moment. This is the influences coming in. Let's pull this down a little bit so that we get to see the top card. And this is your hopes or fears, and this is the overall outcome. Okay, let's have a look for you guys. So who are you right now in July 2018 concerning your love life? I think that you're feeling very hurt, some of you guys are, and that's probably why it's saying you need to stay optimistic about your love life, because I do think that you've been feeling very hurt with this Five of Swords. I think somebody let you down. Some of you guys are feeling very rejected. There are certain cards within the Tarot Pisces that show somebody who feels rejected, and that could be Five of Swords, Four of Cups is another one, Four of Pentacles shows somebody who's being shut out and rejected. Did I mention the Five of Pentacles is one of those? Yeah, different cards can show somebody who's being actually rejected. Page of Cups in the reverse can show somebody who's feeling or being rejected as well. Those types of cards. Now, the reason that everything is happening is because, I think, so. Yeah, again, forgot to mention Seven of Wands is also a rejection card. So he's definitely been rejected. He might have been rejected from a fire sign in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, in the recent past, single Pisces people, the High Priest, okay? So the High Priest could be a Taurus person around you, but also you might have received some guidance with this High Priest energy, either from yourself, your own intuition, or this could be from an outside source. What's challenging you in the month is the Knight of Cups. So this is you. I think that you're ready for love. I think that your heart is open, and I think that you're ready with this Knight of Cups energy. And as a result of that, your focus for the month, or what you're dealing with for the month, will be disappointment, I think, for the Three of Swords energy showing here. Because this is influencing this Three of Swords energy. So it might be, if this isn't you, I'm only calling you this because you are Pisces, and Pisces are the Knight of Cups energy. What might be influencing you in the month is that you gave love. You gave love to someone. Your heart, you opened your heart, I think, Pisces, to someone. But as a result of that, the energy in the month is suggests that you guys are feeling probably a little bit heartbroken because this person rejected you with the Seven of Wands energy. The most likely outcome for the month for you guys will be Five of Wands. You're still feeling really hurt. You got another 5 there. 5 mean changes after a difficult period, but Five of Wands means to feel depressed, and means to feel tense, and means to feel really sad and worried. And most likely outcome is you guys are feeling really upset here. Really quite tense, really upset, really conflicted on the inside. The immediate future, the first 2 weeks in July 2018 for some of you Pisces. Oh, that's nice. You're going to experience a nice beginning. Could be a Leo person, but there's something here that's really optimistic that's coming in for some of you guys. And we've got influences coming in after that. Oh, nice. You're going to experience the Three of Cups. An influence coming in is a partnership, a friendship. It might be that you get along with somebody really, really well with this Three of Cups energy. It might be that you meet your soulmate with this Three of Cups energy showing here. Could be a party you go to, socialising. Hopes or fears? Well, the hopes are for happiness, the Four of Wands. A successful relationship, joy. What's the overall outcome? Seven of Swords. All right. What the fuck is going on, man? No wonder you don't feel fucking optimistic about love. What the hell? You just got to stay optimistic. The overall outcome is the Seven of Swords. It might be, I mean, the overall outcome could be a cheat, a liar, a deceiver. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. There's something optimistic here. You might be meeting or socialising with someone, but it might be the overall outcome is this person proves themselves. It's either you don't trust the person or they prove themselves to be a bit of a deceptive individual. Because the Seven of Swords is the outcome, and that can show a deception. And that might be saying, look, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So it might be, it just seems to me that you've been let down by someone before, and coming in, it might be something else like this. But you've got to stay optimistic, okay? Because sometimes you've got to kiss a few frogs to get a prince, you know? Okay, why is Pisces showing us the Five of Swords? You said that Pisces are the Five of Swords. In the month of July 2018, why is Pisces showing us the Five of Swords? Well, I think that there was something that came. I think that there was something unpredictable that happened here. I think you're feeling very hurt. You weren't expecting something to happen. It's because of the Wheel of Fortune. Something changed just kind of out of the blue. Something unpredictable happened here. Okay, there was something unpredictable that happened with the Wheel of Fortune showing here. And I think the root issue is that you were rejected. What's this Seven of Wands about? What's this Seven of Wands about? The Eight of Coins. Somebody didn't want to put the work in, you see. Because the Seven of Wands means that somebody doesn't want to do something. They're saying no. So this person's no to work. So this person didn't want to put the work in. So I think that you're feeling really hurt because something unexpected happened. And the root issue is that somebody no longer wanted to work on a relationship with you. Now, in the recent past, you've experienced the High Priest. I think this might be some advice you're getting from someone. So what's this High Priest about, please? The Ace of Cups. So, the High Priest, I mean, this is... see, I'm seeing you guys being, somebody didn't want to put the work in, and you've experienced some guidance, I think, with this High Priest energy. And it's about love, the Ace of Cups. I don't know what this is, because I don't think this is a commitment with someone in the recent past at all. It's too quick to say that you've been rejected, somebody rejected you and didn't want to work on a relationship, and as a result of that in the recent past, I think that you've received some guidance, really. It might be some guidance that this person got somebody pregnant, maybe. You've got Ace of Cups and Empress, they're pregnancy cards. So it might be that you received some guidance. Maybe this person got somebody pregnant here with this Ace of Cups and the Empress energy. Or maybe this person's involved in a new relationship with someone. You might have heard some news, I think, with this Hierophant, that somebody got involved with somebody else, or somebody got somebody else pregnant. And what's challenging you is that your heart was open to this individual, the Knight of Cups. What's this challenge of the Knight of Cups about? What's this Knight of Cups about? Justice. So I think it's all about you finding the one. Your heart was open to justice. Your heart was open to this relationship being the one. Being aligned, because the Justice card is also a soulmate card. You know, your heart was open to receiving. Because the Knight of Cups, when he holds out his cup, he's also open to receiving. So you were definitely, I think, open to receiving justice. Your rewards. You thought, yeah, finally I found the person. But this is your challenge here, because your heart was open to receiving this justice, to receiving this relationship. You were completely open to it. But as a result of that, the energy around you is heartbreak and disappointment, the Three of Swords. And what's this Three of Swords about? The Three of Coins. Okay, so I think that your disappointment is all about, you know, that you were building this relationship. It could be the third party situation, that there's a third person involved in the situation. Three of Coins can also show you got 2 3s here. So your disappointment might be that there's 3 people. There were 3 people involved in this situation showing here. But also your disappointment could be about, with this Three of Coins, that you were building this relationship. Okay, one in which you thought with the Nine of Cups you would have everything. You were completely contented. One in which you were completely contented and happy. So for some of you guys, you're disappointed because there's a third party probably involved with that Three of Cups. We do have a couple of 3s there. But also some of you guys are very disappointed because you were working and building a relationship with this individual. One in which you were completely contented and happy and satisfied, I think, with the Nine of Cups in every single way. And therefore, the most likely outcome will be the Five of Wands for love in July 2018. What's the Five of Wands about? The Hermit. So I think the most likely outcome is that feeling frustrated that this person actually withdrew. The Hermit energy. Alright, withdrew from you, causing loss, causing sadness, causing depression, causing a great deal of hurt. I think that this is all about somebody who withdrew, causing a great deal of hurt and loss. And that's where the frustration is. I think there's a great deal of frustration that this person withdrew from you, causing a great deal of hurt and loss in their wake. Coming in, though, you're going to experience the Sun. And what's the Sun about? What's the Sun about? There you go. The potential to build something new. Ace of Pentacles. Possibly could be with a Cancerian individual, this Chariot, or it could be with somebody who's very fit, very active, somebody who's quite dynamic, I think, with this Chariot energy. And what you'll experience coming in around that is the Three of Cups. Also, this is in the time of Cancer, so it is in the time of July, you know. Three of Cups. You'll experience the Three of Cups coming in. What's this Three of Cups about? The Tower. Okay. I think that what you're going to experience, because you've got this Tower and they're both very dynamic energies, so it's almost like this Tower, it's almost like you're going to experience with the Three of Cups, because this is what the Three of Cups is about. It's about this breakup bringing about with it, I think, with this Magician, a new dynamic, exciting beginning with this Magician energy. So it's almost like you experience with this Three of Cups an agreement with this individual that maybe what you've been through brought around with this Tower energy, this breakup was for the best. You know, this breakup heralded a new beginning. It heralded a new dynamic, more exciting beginning with this Magician energy. And it's almost like you're agreeing that, you know, if this hadn't happened, you wouldn't have met this beautiful, dynamic individual coming in. And I think that what you'll hope for, single Pisces people, is the Four of Wands. And what's this Four of Wands about? Which is happiness and joy. Successful relationship. What's this Four of Wands about? Well, the Six of Wands jumped out, victory and success, that this person will be the one. The outcome shows us the Seven of Swords, though. What's this Seven of Swords about? In 1 to 2 cards, what's this Seven of Swords about? The ending. I think it's the ending of the ending of a pursuit, because the Knight of Swords is to pursue, and the Death card means to end that. So it's like an end of a pursuit here. I think that this person's going to pull out somewhere along the line. I know it's something you don't want to hear. I get it. I get it, Pisces. But what else can I do? The Seven of Swords usually means that you've got to be careful, because there could be a deception here in the outcome. That's how I read the Seven of Swords. Not always in terms of love, it just depends. my intuition tells me that the overall outcome is that it just feels that there's a real spark in these cards here. It's like something really good happens for you singletons here, the Sun, something really optimistic, really exciting happens, and it's all to do with the Ace of Coins. It could be, sometimes Chariot means an arrival, so it means that, you know, the Ace of Coins, the arrival could be of a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual, for example, because this can be an arrival and this could be the sign that's arriving. So Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is arriving into your life, and they're arriving in at great speed. They arrive in with a bang. For some of you guys, it could be the potential of a commitment is arriving into your life with this Chariot and the Ace of Coins. It could be the potential of a commitment with a Cancerian individual, for example, showing up here, okay? It could be a business trip, so it could be that you're feeling really optimistic coming in. Could be with the Ace of Coins, maybe there's something like a business trip coming in, and influence is coming in, that you meet up with someone, you're socialising with someone, and this is all about, you know, the Tower. So the Tower, you know, the breakups, the difficulties, the upheavals that you've experienced, talking with this person, saying, you know, all these upheavals I've experienced, but they're bringing in now some brilliant things. I'm starting to attract some amazing things into my life now because of all this energy, because this situation occurred. And your hope will be, well, happy ever after, the Four of Rods, with this Four of Wands energy. And it's all about, you know, hitting the jackpot, Six of Wands, finding the one, feeling confident that finally you've found the right person for you. But I think the outcome shows that this person here, who seems to say a lot, I get the impression, it's probably deceiving you with this Seven of Swords. And it's all about that they stop pursuing you, because the Death card means to stop, and the Knight of Swords means to pursue. So I get the impression that this person will stop pursuing you with that Knight of Swords energy showing up here. Once they decide that they want to invest in a new beginning. Page of Pentacles I see often as being the investment card, okay, because this person has money, or they've got you know, a resource that they want to invest, and this is all about a new project or a new beginning. So I think the outcome will be that, you know, this will be possibly a situation that's a little bit deceptive, to be honest with you, because this person will stop Death pursuing you, Knight of Swords, once they decide that they want to invest, Page of Pentacles, in a new relationship, perhaps with somebody else showing up here, okay? Pisces. All right, so I think that, yeah, I actually think that this person is not going to be 100%, but it's going to get, the good thing is that this person comes in to get you out of the funk of what you've been in with somebody else. So for some of you guys, you know, it will resonate for some of you guys in July, and for some of you guys it won't, okay? It's just the way that it works on general readings. But I think the one good thing with this reading for you single Gemini, not Geminis, why am I calling you Gemini? For you single Pisces people, is that, you know, sometimes when you're so stuck on someone else and the hurt that they've given to you and what they've done to you, sometimes the universe just for a little bit of time puts somebody else there in their place, and really they put them there so it acts as a distraction from what you've experienced before. But sometimes it's not meant for the long run, and it's saying you need to stay optimistic, single Gemini, single Pisces, sorry, people. You need to stay really optimistic because about your love life, because even though you might have had a couple of false starts concerning love, it's saying positive thinking and faith is actually going to bring you the romance that you want at some point, okay? All right, that's your reading, single Pisces. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.